Jen, and today I'm going to be trying another healthy sweet indulgence recipe. This one's simply called oat flour cookies, and it comes from a website called The Big Man's World. It just says oat flour cookies, that's the name of the recipe, but it's a chocolate chip cookie. So we're going to give this recipe a try. If you followed me at all, you know that I'm on a weight loss journey, and I am on a journey to find a delicious sweet treat to help with those cravings when I want something that I know I shouldn't eat. Okay, so I have all of the dry ingredients here. It's 1.5 cups of oat flour, 1/2 cup of almond flour, and 1/2 teaspoon each of baking soda, baking powder, and salt. So I'm just going to go ahead and whisk these together really quick just to blend them. Okay, so we have our dry ingredients all mixed together nicely, so that we're just going to leave that alone, and then I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this started. We need 6 tablespoons of softened coconut oil and 1/2 cup of coconut sugar. You can use regular brown sugar, but I opted to go with the coconut sugar because I've never used it before, and I just like to see how it goes. Okay, so that's 6 tablespoons of coconut oil, and then I'm going to add 1/2 cup of coconut sugar. We're going to just go ahead and blend this up until it's nice and creamy. Okay, so now that I have my coconut oil and my coconut sugar blended nicely, nice and creamy, I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the wet ingredients, and then I'm going to add the dry. So the rest of the wet, I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 2 tablespoons of oat milk. Now, if my cookie dough ends up being a little dry, the recipe does say I can add another tablespoon of this later. So I'm just going to go ahead and give that a mix. Smells good. Okay, so that is it for our wet ingredients. Hopefully, we may need to add another tablespoon of oat milk, as I said, but we'll find out once we get this going here. Okay, and then I am just going to go ahead and dump in my dry, and I'm going to mix this portion in by hand because I don't want to over mix my cookie dough. I do not think we're going to be needing another tablespoon of milk. I think it looks pretty good, and it smells amazing. I will just say that. It smells amazing. Okay, so we have everything. The dry and wet ingredients are all blended, and we're in the bowl. And the last thing is I'm going to be adding some. These are organic dark chocolate chips. They're vegan. There's no sugar added. They're keto friendly. So we're going to be giving these a try. The recipe says to add 1/2 cup. So once I can get these open, we'll be going ahead and adding these. Just go ahead and get these all stirred in. All right, so we have our cookie dough all mixed together, and Now it's just going to be time to scoop this out and put our cookies on the sheet, bake them, and give them a taste. Excuse the little guy. Okay, it's immediately obvious to me that I did not make these as big as the recipe recommended, but this is my cookie scoop and I like things to be uniform as possible, so we're going to go with this. I'm just going to deduct a little bit of the cooking time to make sure that I don't overcook them. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in the oven. The recipe says 10 minutes. I'm going to try 8 and go from there. So I will see you guys back in a little bit when these come out of the oven. Okay, so the cookies came out of the oven a few minutes ago. It says to let them cool on the baking sheet for a little bit before removing them to a baking rack to finish cooling. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, but I thought I would go ahead and give them a taste for you guys and let you know how they are. They look wonderful. I think a few of them I didn't get enough chocolate chips in compared to the others, but whatever, you know, hey. But they do. They look like cookies and they smell really good. So I'm excited to give these ones a try. Which one do I want? I think, oh, they're still very soft. So I'll just break a piece off here. All right, so let's go ahead and give this a taste. They're very soft. But they taste wonderful. I am super happy with these cookies. Not the biggest fan of the chocolate chips. I might try some a different brand of chocolate chips next time I make these. Excuse something, he's got a toy here. But they're good. I like these. I actually like these. I will be making this recipe again. The only thing I think I'll be changing is the chocolate chips. Very happy, very pleased with this recipe. Oh my goodness, I'm surprised. I wasn't very hopeful after that last recipe I tried, I'll be honest. But these are good. I recommend. I definitely recommend. Alright, so since he's right here playing with his toys and making noise, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. But if you like me, if you like my content, please consider subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. Keep me going. I mean, right now it's just a hobby, but there's always that hope that someday I can help my family by making a little bit of money doing this. All right, you guys, have a wonderful day. Make yourself a mimosa or something, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.